HarperCollins presents The Café on Manor Lane by Amelia Kyazze, read by Ajia. Prologue. August 1977. Amara tested the weight of the rotten peach in her hand. It smelled of fermentation and decay. The juice dripped between her knuckles and threatened to run down to her wrist. She decided against squeezing it yet. Better to save it for when they got near the racists. She placed it back in the bag with the other rotten fruit that the lady gave her when she arrived at Clifton Rise in preparation for the protests. She scanned the crowd for anyone she knew, although the group was thousands of people. There was a kind of party atmosphere. As the National Front was streets away, this felt like a friendly convention of open-minded people. Amara had never seen a group like this. Black like her, white hippies with dreadlocks, brown faces with freckles, students with festival T-shirts, Sikhs with turbans, local councillors, and people from the Irish Club. Catholic nuns were standing side by side with tall men nearly double their size. There was no category that contained them all. She was there because of a conversation under a street lamp a couple of weeks before. He had found her in her usual spot, reading in the doorway of Lewisham Library. "Come join us. Let's show the National Front what Lewisham is really like," he had said. His dark copper skin was smooth, his teeth white but chipped at the front. Like her, he had just finished uni. "They like to say, if they're black, send them back. Well, this is our turf. We're going to send them back to where they came from." He was so involved. He volunteered for anti-racist causes by handing out flyers after dark. "This is a big one," he said. "If we embarrass them here, they'll be humiliated." She looked at the flyer in her hand. "The socialist worker?" she asked. "I dunno." "No, it's not what the media says. They're just working people fighting the racists and fascists in their own way. We're coming together to expose the lies of the front and the police covering for them. We have the strength and numbers of black people here in Lewisham. You're one of us." She listened to the speeches, wondering how they were going to stop the fascists from marching down Lewisham High Street. All the time she was aware of the fruit in her carrier bag getting more mushy as the time passed. Under the veneer of an anti-mugging march, the National Front were confident that they would have the numbers of people coming from across London to intimidate the locals. They might even bus people in from the home counties, but they hadn't reckoned on the spirit of Lewisham. That's what the last speaker said. He was a tall Trinidadian man wearing a formal white shirt and black tie. He spoke eloquently about community spirit and said they were going to break through the NF lines. "They say they will destroy race relations here," the man concluded. "And to that I say, you can't destroy us. We are Lewisham, we are London, and you shall not pass." The crowd cheered wildly, people whistling with pinched fingers. Amara felt hints of her asthma coming back in rattling breaths and wished she had brought her inhaler. So stupid to leave it at home. What if she had a full-blown attack? But it was summer, and she hardly ever had an asthma attack in the summer. Still, sometimes unfamiliar situations brought back her old nemesis. She looked around and wondered if she could escape down a side street if she needed to. Then she saw an old lady standing out on a balcony holding a sign. In large capital letters it said, "Lord knows I can't march, but you can be my feet." The lady was defiant, looking down at the crowd. After seeing that, Amara didn't try to leave. She had her feet on the ground, would use them the best she could. "This is the voice of London," the Trinidadian man shouted, and the people cheered wildly. There were thousands of them. "We're going to New Cross," said someone behind her. The crowd started to funnel into the side streets, moving towards the racists. On one side of her was a tall white man, dressed in simple clothes.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?